הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
Shabbat Shalom. It is so wonderful to see all of you here celebrating with us Shabbat, being with us as we celebrate as these 10 young people, just having turned 13, will ascend the bima to read ultimately from Torah and become bar and bat mitzvah. It is a joy to be here. We are Congregation Orami. My name is Paul Kipnis. I'm one of the rabbis here, Rabbi Julia Weiss, Cantor Doug Kotler over there, and we welcome you all here. We also welcome all of you who are worshiping with us at oramilive.com, and now on Facebook at Congregation Orami's Facebook page. We're live streaming thanks to Bronze Productions. We're thrilled you're worshiping with us also. So we are in here, we are tightly packed. We have standing room and now people praying in the foyer also with us. And so we're thrilled, those of you who got your tickets on StubHub, to be here with us in here. A couple of requests. We have 2 official photographers and we're videotaping. So we're going to ask that when people read, you do not stand up to take pictures. If you lift your phone a little bit and take a picture, that's okay, but you can't block the people behind you when you're in a worship service. So I thank you all for that.
And maybe turn the flash off.
Turn the flash off, and you know what? This is a great time to take out your cell phones and make sure they are off. So if you'll make sure. I want to remind everybody that if you need to use the facilities, the restrooms are right out this door to the left. So they're behind that wall, but don't use the door in here. Go back through the glass door, immediate left, and you'll be able to get to the restrooms there. None of this would have been possible if these 10 people hadn't studied long and hard for 2 full years. Some with Cantor Doug, Rabbi Julia, and I, but mostly with the most incredible teacher, mentor, friend, Diane Townsend, our bar and bat mitzvah teacher. So I'd like to invite Diane up to go over to the table. We're going to turn to page 2 for candles. If the group will go and take your places.
La 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav Vitzivanu lehadlik ner Vitzivanu lehadlik ner Vitzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat Ha la 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 ya 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 la 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 la.
If you were a member of our adult bar bat mitzvah class prior to this year, let me ask you to please rise for a moment. Wonderful. Thank you for coming back and celebrating with the new class. Please be seated. We're thrilled you're here. So we are taught that in Torah to wrap ourselves on four corners with tzitzit, fringes, tied a certain number of times, wrapped a certain number of times. These become symbols of the 613 mitzvot, commandments in Torah to live a good, honest, ethical, moral, ritual-filled Jewish life. Each of you take this talit, and in a moment, say the blessing and place it around your shoulders. You are wrapped, as I say to the young children, in the love of all these people gathered here. You're wrapped in the loving arms of those generations that preceded us, who are no longer with us, but on whose shoulders we stand. You're wrapped in the loving arms of Shekhinah, God's heavenly presence. Whenever you put on this talit, not only come back to this moment and to your commitment to explore and deepen your Jewish life and living, but also remember that wherever you are, the Holy One is enveloping you in God's loving arms. So let me have you all say the blessing together. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, God of the universe, who makes us holy with mitzvot and commands us to wrap ourselves in the fringes of the talit.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Lauren Lansbaum. I declined the opportunity to become a bat mitzvah at age 12 and again at 16. The fact that I did not become a bat mitzvah didn't really bother me because I learned all the prayers at Sunday school and summer camp. I could participate just as well as the next congregant. Well, at least I thought I could. After studying Hebrew for this B'nai Mitzvah, I realized that I was that person, the one who belts out songs but doesn't quite know the words. I was close to knowing the words of the prayers, but not close enough. I think this is very representative of how I felt about my commitment to the Jewish community. I was almost there, but not quite. Judaism values community, kahila, so much so that we Jews refer to ourselves as Am Yisrael, the people of Israel, rather than Dat Yisrael, the religion of Israel. I chose to become a bat mitzvah at this point in my life because of my community. Today, the people that comprise my community are the friends I will have for life. I could not have said that at 12 or 16 years old. Our family surrounds ourselves with a supportive and thoughtful group of friends who I respect and cherish dearly. The fact that I am becoming a bat mitzvah at the same wonderful synagogue as my children and as part of this B'nai Mitzvah group just adds to the sense of community. Tonight, I have made the commitment to the people of Israel and can proudly and correctly belt out the prayers. I now just need to work on my singing voice.
This is a moment sacred in time, a time for us to pause in gratitude. Thankful to witness these wonderful 10 adults lead us in prayer for the first time and read from Torah for the first time. So we together will recite Shehachianu, a prayer that thanks God for giving us this moment and keeping us in this moment. Please join us in the prayer.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
As we continue with our service, We'll be using the black page numbers, not the blue ones. And we invite you to chant along with us, but following the cadence and the speed of the people leading. We turn to page 26 and rise for Chatzi Kaddish. And so, having practiced that, you did a great job. I now know we've got it together. I'd like you to sit down now. And I want you to remember that when we're actually ready to do the prayer. So everybody sit down, please.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Judy Steinberg. As a Jewish girl growing up in the 1950s, there came the realization that I was not expected to have a bat mitzvah. However, this longing for recognition, this soulful yearning, traveled with me through the decades. Congregation Orami has this amazing 2-year adult B'nai Mitzvah program. I decided it was time. I wanted to connect more deeply with my Jewish roots, to challenge myself to speak and read in Hebrew, culminating tonight with a reading of a Torah portion chosen specifically for me, just as our ancestors have done for thousands of years. I am overwhelmed by this historical occasion and opportunity in my life. My inspiration came from a learned man, my father, Leo. Following in his footsteps, I escaped into worlds of literature where my imagination came to life, and I learned of the power of words, of empathy, tolerance, truth, and wisdom. I am undeniably my father's daughter, deeply indebted to his vision of how to live a meaningful, fulfilling, intellectually curious life. All this, along with a lot of hard work, has culminated in my close to 50-year career in education, both teaching and teaching teachers. I have spent the majority of my life living the principles of mitzvot, doing good deeds, tzedakah, doing charitable work for the community, and tikkun olam, all in an effort to repair the world and leave it a better place. I have loved every moment of my career, especially all the friends, students, and mentors I have met and learned from along the way. Some of you are here today, and I am so grateful you could make it. This journey has come to a close. I now look forward to the next challenge on my path of learning.
And so now, we're going to turn it in our prayer books to the Chatzi Kaddish, which is on page 26. Please rise.
Yikadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah ve'amad yivirach yirutei v'yamlich malutei v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'chayei dekol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'v'zman kariv ve'imeru amen Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'amei amaya yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yishpa'ar ve'yitroman ve'yitnaseh ve'yithadar ve'yitaleh ve'yithalal shemei dekudeshah b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma ve'imeru amen
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Hillary Harrison. L'dor v'dor, from generation to generation, is a Jewish value that has always resonated with me. I have always had a strong connection to Judaism, which was passed along to me by my grandparents and parents. Reflecting on my childhood, I fondly recall our Shabbat and high holiday dinners, where multiple generations gathered. Honoring the Jewish traditions and chanting prayers connected me to Judaism, even without knowing exactly what each prayer or tradition was for. Over time, I learned the meaning behind the prayers and traditions, which grounded me and was a source of comfort to me. I'm grateful my parents and grandparents passed these traditions down to me. They are the foundation of our family, and with Or Ami, our second family. When our son Ethan became a bar mitzvah, I was so proud he found the same connection to Judaism. I was inspired by his connection to Torah, and I knew it was something that would stay with him forever. It was so inspiring that I decided I wanted to take that journey myself. Chanting prayers connects me to the past, and I feel like I am surrounded by the love of my ancestors. Knowing these are the same prayers my great-grandparents chanted, and they are the same prayers my children, my children's children, and generations to come will chant fills my heart and soul, a tradition passed down l'dor v'dor.
We'll continue on page 28. Lie, la 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 lie. Lie, la 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 lie. Yai, la 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 lie. Yai, la 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 lie. Lie, la 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 lie. Yai, la 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 lie. Yai, la 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 la.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Alyssa Linick. I'm so grateful today to have a relationship with my God. I've always considered myself a spiritual person, even when my faith would occasionally waver, depending on the drama du jour. My understanding of and my relationship with God is and always has been an evolution. God is ever present in my life, even when I'm not, especially when I'm not. I feel closest to God when I've struggled with some sort of inner turmoil, and then I remember I'm not alone. I surrender, and I let go. That's when my heart and my head are in the same place. When I feel that way, I know I'm in God's will for me, not my own. I'm so grateful today to be open-minded, present, and aware of Nisim B'chol Yom, God's daily miracles, large and small. Waking up in gratitude, the birth of my children, the health of my loved ones, glancing down at a particular moment to see a heart-shaped rock, all reminders of God's presence. To me, God is not a tree or a rainbow or a large looming figure looking down at me from the heavens. As the Jewish mystics teach, God is Ein Sof, without end. God is everywhere and everything. God is in my pumpkin spice latte, in my cozy slippers, and in the bluebird sitting in the tree right outside my office window. God is in my intuition. My higher power is in every giggle and every tear I shed. God is in the breeze, in the silence, and in the pause. God is in my heart, in every breath I take, and every moment that I get to feel. Join us on page 34 as we sing Shema and listen, acknowledging the holiness that connects us all.
If you're lost, you feel afraid, and you don't know what to say, then listen, listen to our God. Is there a question on your mind? Is the answer hard to find? Then listen, listen to our God. Listen with all your heart and soul, and with all your might. Write them and learn them and teach them well, every morning and night. Close your eyes and listen. Quiet yourself, there's nothing to say. Stop all the chatter that gets in the way, and listen, listen to our God. When the wind and the thunder finally disappear, there's still a voice that you will hear if you listen, listen to our God. You can hear it from the top of the highest hill, from the valley below. It can come from the edge of the universe. It can come from within your soul. Close your eyes and listen. If you're able, we'll stand again and as one community sing the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malachuto Leholam Vaed. Listen, listen to our God. Listen, listen to our God.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
My name is Michael Radican, and today I'm becoming a man. Simply stated, this bar mitzvah experience with these wonderful ladies and this great clergy has been a wonderful experience. No drama. But really, I'm smiling because this was my wife's idea. I promised this to her when we got married. And she said, why don't you do it with our son? So back in October, this is my second bar mitzvah. I did this a couple months ago, whatever it's been. That said, but I will say this was the best experience of my life, doing it with my son. So Cooper, thank you. The neatest thing about it was how this congregation comes together and teaches Judaism and values, not just to kids, but to us as adults. And my son, instead of having the DJ and the big party at some hotel, decided to say he wanted to raise money for the troops fighting for our freedom. And so he worked with a wonderful organization called For the Troops, where he raised nearly $10,000 for his bar mitzvah. And what was even more special is he got a lot of these people in this room to come out and pack the boxes and help us pack over 350 boxes in about 3 hours. There were no cell phones, no DJs, just hamburgers, fries, and great Judaism, seeing it in action and having fun. And so you taught me the value of a true bar mitzvah, so thank you, Cooper. I mentioned my wife said, you got to do this or I'm not marrying you. I know. I'm doing it for a little humor tonight. I'll pay for that. But what I've learned being with my wife since we were 4 years old, that's a true story, that being Jewish is not just a community feeling, it's also learning how to be a loving Jewish family. And I can tell you that going through this experience and learning the prayers and hearing what just Hillary said about Dor Vador, I feel like you've helped me complete our family and complete me as a person. And I'm really thankful that you inspired me to do this. So I love you and thank you. So here's the religious part. Rabbi Paul said, what did this all mean to you? And I said, really, it's what you told us on day one. And it's about hesed, it's about kindness. And the more I was with these ladies and the more we did these prayers and look at each other saying, how did you just say that? We learned that we could smile to each other and be kind and help us through this all. And that's what ORME is. We help each other, we help the community, and ultimately, we live what it is to be Jewish, and it's a wonderful feeling. It gives us kindness in our heart. And that's what this has meant to me. I thank you for listening to my journey, and I hope we begin this journey as a group that we always remember. So thank you, ladies. Last but not least, I'm just going to say turn to page 36 for one of my favorite prayers. V'ahavta. I will move out of the way.
I don't think you're doing it. I was gonna say, oh,
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadivarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvelechtecha v'derech uveshochbecha uvekumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hiyitem kedoshim le'Eloheichem ani Adonai Eloheichem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihayot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Eloheichem.
Shabbat Shalom. My name's Marcy Goldwater. And when I was a little girl maybe in kindergarten or first grade, there was a boy in my class, little Cleveland Johnson. Do you remember Cleveland Johnson, Mom? No? Well, little Cleveland Johnson asked me if I was black. Huh? Obviously, I was not black like him. But he really didn't know. And I replied, well, my dad says I'm Jewish. What is that? He asked. And I didn't know. I only knew what my father had told me, that I am one of God's chosen people. But if you cut anyone's skin, we all bleed red blood. Although growing up in a little anti-Semitic town in New Jersey, yeah, I did. I grew up in a little anti-Semitic town, and it drove me my whole life to hide my Jewish identity. I changed my name. I never had a mezuzah on my door. I still don't. The idea that I'm going to be in the acorn and everyone's going to know I'm Jewish scares me still, but I'm here and I'm doing this. But through all of that, I unknowingly still tried to uphold many Jewish values. And to me, that simply meant following what my grandma Pearl called her religion, which was, in her words, just being a good person. My journey to go deeper has pushed me to strive for both a stronger understanding of Judaism and an acceptance of who I really am. To love others as I love myself, and to work for tikkun olam, leaving this world better than how I found it. I aim to be like my daughters, Amanda and Emily, who are always the light in the darkness. And how does the light shine? By being grateful for just waking up in the morning and being able to take that first breath. By knowing that, JWI ladies, we enter people's lives in the third chapter of their stories, and by giving them the benefit of the doubt. King Solomon said, "A righteous person falls 7 times and gets up." I have fallen. I have gotten up, and I want to keep getting up, and I want to help others get up too. Why? Because, like my daddy said, we all bleed red blood. Shabbat shalom.
We'll continue on page 40 with Micha Mocha. La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai Mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh Yorah tehilot o sefer Yorah tehilot o sefer
la 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 la
lecha ra'u vanecha bokeh yam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam Ze'eli anu ve'amru Adonai Moshe le'olam
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Marcy Cameron. Light after darkness. In a little over a 2-year period, I lost 4 family members. 2 first cousins, my father-in-law, and my mother. While I was grateful for the 51 years I had with my mother, there are no rules with grief. Losing her put me in a dark place. But light finally broke through. This summer, I learned through experience that there are approximately 471 steps down to the La Fortuna waterfall in Costa Rica. I walked down this precarious staircase carved into a hillside and back up it on what started as a fairly sunny day. As I reached the waterfall, 220 feet high, the sky grew dark, and it felt like God opened up the floodgates of heaven as torrential rain poured down. Buckets, water upon water, bouncing off leaves of every imaginable shade of green, dark to light. White bubbles formed as water swam around dark, polished rocks. While most of the other tourists ran for some kind of shelter, there I stood in my swimsuit at the base of the waterfall, sopping wet hair, arms outstretched, catching those liquid drops of heaven. Nature's mighty strength, light and dark. This was wondrous. This was life. I stand before you about to read from a Torah portion that explores light after darkness. Today, I find my light in the pride I had watching my firstborn graduate college and move across the country, confident and independent. I find it listening to the tales my son tells of his beloved Camp Newman. His connection to our faith is unmistakable and strong. I find it in my wise and supportive husband as he encouraged me to move forward with this class to become a bat mitzvah at age, older than 13. While I've been involved with Jewish learning most of my life, this endeavor shined a new light on my knowledge of Judaism. Light after darkness. This is life.
Page 44.
Shabbat,
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Carolyn McNary, and we're just so thrilled to have you here. I just had to say that. The Avot V'Imaho prayer holds a special place in my heart because it was one of the first prayers we learned. I could actually open a prayer book and read a prayer in its entirety. I felt like I was Wonder Woman. But the prayer has a deeper meaning to me. The Avot V'Imaho prayer speaks to me of identity and legacy. I come from a family where the holidays were about food, not about religious ritual or prayers. We never attended synagogue or engaged in any kind of religious activity. But you know, we knew who we were. We were Jews. And I know who I am. I am a Jewish woman, but more importantly, I am a mother. That's my baby back there. Since she was a girl, my daughter Rachel and I attended High Holy Day services together. She, her father, he's back there too, and I celebrated highly edited Passover Seders and lit the Hanukkah candles. But I want to leave her more than that. My concern is this. Our family is small and we are rapidly aging. My Rachel needs a family and a people to give her strength and help her through life. And to help her mother turn the page. The Avot V'Imaho prayer tells us who we are. The dependents and the defendants, and I'm an ex-prosecutor, so defendants give me the Avot. So I get to start over because the Avot V'Imaho prayer tells us who we are, the descendants of Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob, Rachel, and Leah. It reminds us about our past and our connection to our God. From this springs our place in the world, our moral strength, and our sense of community with spiritual support and comfort. And this is the legacy I wish to leave my child. Please rise and join us on page 48 as we chant the Avot V'Imaho.
Lie, 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 la, 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 lie, lie, la, 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 lie, lie, la, 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 lie, 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 la, 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 lie, lie, la, la, la,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Velohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Yom, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'konei hakol, v'zocher hastei avot v'imahot, u'mevi geula livnei v'neihem, l'ma'an shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'moshiach u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham, ve'ezrat Sarah.
lie, 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 la, 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 lie, lie, lie. Page 50. Lie, la, 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 lie, 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 la, 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 lie, 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 lie.
Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayei hakol atah, rav le'hoshia. Mechakel chaim bechesed, mechayei hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim ve'rofei cholim, umatir asurim. מקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך מימין ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל.
Page 52.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We remain standing for a few moments of silent prayer, praying either the words in your heart or those through page 60. When you are finished, please be seated.
Shabbat Shalom, I am Tally Sands.
Shabbat Shalom.
Israel has always held a very special place in my heart, and I feel a strong spiritual connection whenever I am there. I was born in Israel to parents who both immigrated there at young ages. I grew up hearing stories about their childhoods and experiences growing up in a young Israel. Israel symbolizes freedom and security to me. Israel's existence is crucial because it is the only country we know with certainty will always welcome Jews with open arms. When I am in Israel, I feel free to express my Judaism in ways that I might be more hesitant to in the U.S. We celebrated my daughter Sabrina's bat mitzvah in Israel 5.5 years ago with all of the grandparents and my sister and her family. It was on my bucket list, and I'm so grateful that my girls experienced Israel through our eyes as well as the eyes of their grandparents. My parents lived in Israel and were able to share that experience. We also have a large extended family on my father's side, and my girls were embraced by cousins they had never met. My in-laws had studied Israel's history extensively and were able to share that experience. I have spoken Hebrew all my life, but never learned to read it. By becoming a bat mitzvah, I also achieved my goal of learning to read my first language. I look forward to traveling to Israel again and being able to read my way through it.
And we'll continue on page 60 with Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Mishaberach. May the one who blesses bless these 10 incredible adults who tonight, according to tradition, became Jewish adults, chose to work and study hard, to stand on this bima, to lead us in prayer and read Torah. Mishaberach, may the one who blesses bless us, this Kehila Kedosha, this holy community, who serve as witness to all who became bar and bat mitzvah tonight. And Mishaberach, may the one who blesses bless those who need an extra blessing this evening, those who lie in hospital beds recovering from surgery or a serious illness, those who are caretakers spending day in and day out caring for their loved ones, those who struggle each and every day to keep or even find a job, those who mourn the death of someone they love, those who drown in worry, live in fear, feel physical pain every moment. Mishaberach, may the one who blesses bless those in need of healing. As I pass my hand around the room, I ask that you share those who are in need of healing, their names and their relationship to you. Tonight, we ask for healing for we turn to page 253, praying the indented words, the Mishaberach.
Mishaberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We rise as we remove the Torah from the ark.
Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, udevar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael, bekidushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Torah li, 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 Torah, Torah sheli. Ya Elai, Ya Elai, Torah, Torah sheli. Ya Elai, Ya Elai, Torah, Torah sheli.
So we are reading from Parashat Bo, which includes about the light and the dark. We are reading about the plagues, the end of the plagues, and my favorite of all the plagues, the plague of darkness. I remember as a child wondering how was it possible that there could be darkness in all the land of Egypt, and the Egyptians couldn't see. The darkness was so thick you could almost touch it. But the Israelites could see clear as day. I imagined it was like those old commercials where it was sunny everywhere except a cloud of rain over the cartoon character, and as he walked, the rain walked with him. But as I started to study, I found it even more fascinating. Darkness connotes the idea that you are blocked off from the reality out there. Those who live in the world and don't see what's happening are living in a state of darkness. Those who live in a home and don't see the pain of others, or in a city and don't see the poverty of others, or in a world and don't see the problems of our world, are living in a darkness that keeps you from seeing what's really there. But in those cases, it's not a darkness from without, but it's the darkness within that keeps us from seeing. Now, darkness is both something dangerous. In the dark, you can fall and trip. In the dark, nefarious characters go around and cause bad things to happen. But if you're like a slave and work all day, when night comes, it's a gift to be able to lie down, have the coolness descend, and be able to let go. The Israelites could see because they were working all day, because they knew what was happening around them, and because they did their work to get through, and a little extra to help others get through. Tonight, we'll read a beautiful parashah, Torah portion. And if you have, a number of you spread around are the thank you pamphlets. But on page 2 and 3, you'll find the Torah portion in Hebrew and in English. And our students will come up. They'll do the blessing all together. And then each one after the other, will read their lines from the parashah. And then they'll do the closing blessing together.
Yamod L'Torah, Marcy Cameron, Mira Chaya Bat Fegiv Avraham, and Marcy Goldwater, Motel Chaya Bat Avram Meir V'Chana Miriam, and Susie Gruber, Sarah Bat Shoshana Mordechai, and Hillary Harrison, Chaya Bat Menashu Devora, and Lauren Lansbaum, Kayla Tova Bat Pesach Verezel, and Alyssa Linick, Esther Bat Yitzchak Aharon V'Blima Rachel, and Carolyn McNary, Leah Bat Malka V'Nachum, and Michael Radikin, and Moshe Ben Devora, and Tally Sands, Tali Bat Chaim Ushoshana, and Judy Steinberg, Yudit Bat Bracha Umoshe.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amin v'natan banu et torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Vayomer Adonai El Moshe Nete Yadcha Al Hashamayim Vihi Choshech Al Eretz Mitzrayim V'yamesh Choshech Vayet Moshe Et Yado Al Hashamayim Vayahi choshech afela bechol eretz Mitzrayim shloshet yamim lo ra'u ish et achiv velo kamu ish mitachtav shloshet yamim Uchol b'nei Yisrael chaya or b'moshvotam.
The Hebrew would say, repeat after me, Yasher Koach. So after the person finishes reading, you say, Yasher. Good, and you sort of call it out.
Vayikra Pharaoh El Moshe Vayomer Lechu Ivdu et Adonai Rak Son Chem Uvkarchem Yutzag Gam Tabchem Yelech Imachem Vayomer Moshe Gam Ata Titain B'yadeinu Zivachim Ve'olot Ve'asinu Ladonai Eloheinu V'gam Migneinu Yelech Imanu Lo Tishaer Parsa Ki Mimenu Nikach La Avod Et Adonai Eloheinu Va'anachnu lo neda Ma na'avod et Adonai Ad bo'enu shama.
Yasher Koach.
Vayechazek Adonai et lev paro velo ava l'shacham. Vayomer lo faro me lech me alai hishamer lecha al tosef reot panai ki biyom reot ha fanai tamut vayomer Moshe Cain dibarta lo osiv od reot panecha. I'm a man.
And yes, I'll point. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe od nega echad avi al paro ve'al Mitzrayim acharechem yishalach etchem mizeh Keshacho kala garesh yigaresh etchem mizeh daberna beoznei ha'am vayishalu ish meit re'ehu ve'isha made reuta clay hesef uklei zahav vayitein Adonai et chen ha'am be'enei Mitzrayim gam ha'ish Moshe gadol me'od be'eretz Mitzrayim be'enei avdei Pharaoh uve'mei ha'am.
Yasher Koh.
Vayomer Moshe Ko Amar Adonai Kachatzot Halayla Ani Yotzei Betoch Mitzrayim Umeit Kol Bechor Be'eretz Mitzrayim Mi Bechor Paro Hayoshev al kis'o ad bechor hashivcha asher ahar harehaim vechol bechor behema v'haita se'aka gedola bechol eretz Mitzrayim asher Kamohu lo niheyata v'hamohu lo tosif.
Ulchol b'nei Yisrael lo yecheratz kelev lishono למאיש ועד בהמה, למען תדעון אשר יפלה אדוני בין מצרים ובין ישראל, וירדו כל עבדיך אלי, והשתחוו לי לאמור, צא אתה וכל העם אשר ברגליך, ואחרי כן אצא, ויצא מעם פרעה בוחרי אף, ויאמר אדוני אל משה, לא ישמע עליכם פרעה, למען ריבות מופתי בארץ יצרים.
ומשה ואהרון עשו את כל המופתים האלה לפני פרעה, ויחזק אדוני את לב פרעה, ולא שילח את בני ישראל מארצו. ויאמר אדוני אל משה ואל אהרון בארץ מצרים לאמור, החודש הזה לכם ראש חודשים, ראשון הוא לכם לחודשי השנה.
Dabru el kol adat Yisrael lemor be'asor lachodesh hazeh ve'yikchu lahem ish selevet avot selabayit ve'im yim'at habayit mihiyot miseh velakach hu ushcheno hakarov el beito bemichsat nefashot ish lefi ochlo tachosu al haseh se tamim zachar ben shana yihye lachem min hakevasim umin ha'izim tikachu.
Yasher Kohen.
והיה לכם למשמרת ad arba'a asar yom lachodesh hazeh v'shachatu oto kol kehal adat Yisrael ben ha'arbaim v'lakhu min hadam v'natnu al shtei hamezuzot ve'al hamashkof al habatim asher yochlu oto bahem ve'achlu et habasar balayla hazeh tzli eish umatzot al mirorim yochlu.
Yasher koach.
Al tochlu mimenu na uvashel mevushal b'mayim ki im sliesh rosho al krav ve'al kirbo ve'lo totiru mimenu ad boker v'hanotar mimenu ad boker ba'esh tisrofu v'chaha tochlu oto motnechem chagurim na'alechem beraglechem umakelchem b'yerchem ba'akaltem oto b'chipazon Pesach l'Adonai.
Yasher koach.
In a minute, we'll lift up the Torah so all can see what's been read. The tradition is we stand when it's time and face the Torah. Two right-hand columns from the middle top of the right-hand one to the bottom, and then through the middle of the middle column were the parts that were read. We rise now to give honor to the Torah.
Zot HaTorah asher som Moshe lebnei Yisrael al pi Adonai be'ad Moshe. Eitz chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tom ha'meushar terachea darchei noam v'chol netivotea shalom. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva chadesh chadesh amenu chadesh amenu kekenet.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So this is the time in the service of a Saturday morning bar bat mitzvah that the parents get up and get to speak to their children.
Why don't we have all the kids come up and speak to their parents? Yeah.
I always check the speeches beforehand.
Yeah,
We're
okay,
not
yeah,
gonna- that's a
that's
good idea. If you are a child of one of these B'nai Mitzvah,
Or
Benot
a
Mitzvah,
grandchild?
or a grandchild,
Yeah.
let me ask you to please rise. Okay. Stay standing. If you are the parent of one of these B'nai Mitzvah and you're able to, please rise. You can sit if you need to. If you are the spouse or partner of one of these B'nai Mitzvah, if you are a sister or brother of one of these B'nai Mitzvah, if you're a member of the family of one of these B'nai Mitzvah, if you seriously got a ticket to services on StubHub, please. If you are one of the leaders of Congregational RME, please rise. If you are a guest of one of our B'nai Mitzvah, please rise. The rest of you stand up, come on. It takes a village to raise a Jew. It takes a community to create the warmth and love that people want to walk in and then learn Torah. Please be seated.
Yeah.
It takes patience and courage. It takes a dedication to doing something so totally countercultural. To go back to school again, night, week after week, and study night after night, to get to this point where you could stand up here at the Bima and read from Torah and lead the services and teach us a little bit through your Dvar Torah. And so to all of you parents and siblings and family members and children and grandchildren and dear ones, thank you for supporting these young of spirit people on their journey to this moment. And thank each of you, each and every one of you. For daring to do what for some of you was very, very difficult. For all of you was frustrating at times and exhausting. And what I think you see now is one of the most meaningful spiritual things you have ever done in your life. And this is not the end. There's still confirmation. This is not the end, but this is a beginning. When the Israelites could see in Egypt, some say it wasn't because there was light where they were, but because they were able to open up that third eye within, the eye of wisdom, to open themselves up to the divine spark inside that allowed them to shine a light out into the world. It's as if the Israelites, because of their minds and hearts, because of their connection to Torah, because their bonding to community, were actually wearing lights that shined the way through. Remember when Moses walked down from Mount Sinai after receiving Torah, Michelangelo depicted him with horns. And you know why they did that? Because the Hebrew is karnav. Karen is a ray of light. Michelangelo got it wrong, and anti-Semites followed. But what Moses did is he shined brightly from an encounter with Torah. And each of you have shined so brightly from reading Torah, teaching us, and being with us here to inspire us today. And so your bonding to Torah, to the mitzvot, continues. You each wear a talit and have the tzitzit surrounding you. And as your class gift, you have purchased talitot, gifted them to the congregation. Some that are here and more that are still on their way. And in honor of your journey, you allow others to wrap themselves in seat in God's loving presence. And we will, at the end of the service, give each of you a bar or bat mitzvah certificate. And we have the quintessential Jewish gift, a book. This book, because the learning must continue. There are 3 parts to Judaism. There's Torah Yisrael, the scrolls of Israel. There is Am Yisrael, the people of Israel. And there is Eretz, or Medina Yisrael, the land or the state of Israel. You have the community. You have Torah now. This book will teach you about the many, many ways that people have connected to our holy land. And we hope each of you will connect even that much more deeply with Torah. And of course, you're sponsoring this delicious oneg out there that we'll all enjoy, because there's also Beten Yisrael, the 4th part of Israel. It's the belly of Israel that needs to be fed to keep us going. So in a minute, we'll take you before the ark and share some words of blessing with you privately. But first, I want to welcome everybody here to Congregational Orami. On behalf of Cantor Doug, Rabbi Julie, and myself, our leadership, our president, Fred Gruber, and all of the community, we're thrilled that you're here to celebrate, to Shep Nachas with us. So much is happening here at Orami. We are here every Friday night at 7:30, unless like tonight we're here at 6:30, but it's on our website, orami.org. Go on it and find out what's happening. And we're always here in the sanctuary. Well, I guess unless we're down by the beach or in Malibu Creek State Park, or on a campfire circle in Agora, or in someone's backyard. But you can always find us at orami.org. And if you can't get here, we're on Facebook Live and on the live stream twice a month. This is our community. We're celebrating. I was looking out, and Judy and her husband were among the founding members of our congregation, John and Stephanie Wolfson back there. And I was looking over at John and Stephanie and saying, you remember when it was just first 12, and then I think 15, and then 50, and then 100. And now we're filling a sanctuary and out into the foyer. People coming back to Judaism, enlivened with music, with warmth, community. And we celebrate our 20th year on March 17th at our annual Orami 1, our celebration, our gala, our party. We're honoring Jody Miller, one of our leaders, and we're honoring my liturgical lover, my partner in prayer. No?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you love liturgy.
I was shivering.
Oh, good, okay.
I was experiencing it all over again.
Cantor Doug Kotler, and by the way, for congregants, members of the Partnership of Congregational Orami, on Sunday night at about 7 o'clock, you'll receive an email that will tell you how to either claim the tickets that were included in your partnership or to order tickets if you want to. It's open for everybody, orami.org/1. Makes it easy, but you'll come and celebrate. So much more going on at Congregational Orami. I cannot tell you about all of it, but everybody is welcome to come and join with us and celebrate. So now, I'm going to bring, Rabbi Julie and I are going to bring all the Benot Mitzvah and B'nai Mitzvah in front of the ark. Cantor Doug will play some music. At that time, it's a moment of blessing. So instead of whispering it to the people next to you, turn inward. See the light of blessing within and think about what you want to say to these people personally to share the nachas, your blessing and joy when you get a chance to later on tonight. So, a moment of blessing.
We are gifts, and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words, and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. Ledor vador nagid god lecha. Ledor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation, Ledor vador, these lips will praise your name. Looking back on the journey that we carry in our heart, from the shadow of the mountain to the waters that would part. We are blessed, we are holy, we are children of your way, and the words that bring us meaning we will have the strength to say. Ledor vador nagid god lecha. Ledor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation, Ledor vador, these lips will praise your name. Ledor vador nagid god lecha. Ledor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation, Ledor vador, these lips will praise your name. We continue on page 282 with Aleinu. If you're able, we'll ask you to please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kigoye ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegoralenu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Bene'emar behaya Adonai, lemelech al kol ha'aretz, bayom hahu, yihyeh Adonai echad. Ushemo echad.
be seated.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Susie Gruber, and I'm just going to share with you one of the reasons I'm here tonight. And that is because 2.5 years ago, my heart was broken. My father passed away. And I sat with him, with my husband Fred, and my brothers and my sisters. And the rabbi from hospice led us in the mourner's Kaddish. And it was a prayer that was familiar to me. But at that very moment in time, it took me right back to my childhood. When I'd stand next to my dad in shul, he would daven, he would rapidly say these strange words that I didn't know, I couldn't memorize, I didn't understand. I don't know if he said it the same way twice, but the familiarity of that chant did bring me some comfort and a connection. Fast forward, Dad's funeral. Rabbi Paul Cantor, Doug, Rabbi Julia echoed those same sounds from my earliest memory. At this time, I knew some of the words, part of the prayer, but I didn't understand it, and I was not at peace. I found that sometimes when sad things happen in our life, it puts us directly on the path of the greatest things that could happen. And that's my story, because that's what happened to me. Soon after my dad passed away, this B'nai Mitzvah class opened up. And this was the journey I needed for healing, for learning, for understanding the mourner's Kaddish, and many more prayers that you've heard tonight. What I found is the mourner's Kaddish is not what I thought it was. It doesn't mention death, loss, sadness, bereavement, but to me, a universal calling for peace, a responsibility as a Jew for a better world, a world of oneness, a world of blessing, and a responsibility for Tikkun Olam. So as I remember my dad tonight, and as we all remember our loved ones, in a moment, Rabbi Julia will come up and ask you to join us in the mourner's Kaddish, a prayer for blessing and a prayer to bring more blessing into our lives. Thank you.
And so we offer that blessing, those lights in our life that are no longer lit. We still remember them, their memory and their connection to us. In addition to the names that we will say aloud in their relationship to you, we remember those whose names are on our yahrzeit boards inside and outside the sanctuary that are lit and that are not lit. We remember them as well. Tonight, we remember. We rise, page 294.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'ama divera chirutei v'yamlik malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chaye techol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mavarach, la'alam u'almei almaya, Yit barach v'yit tabach v'yit parar v'yit romam v'yit naseh v'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal shemei dekudusha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nehemata da'amiram be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'akol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael v'imru amen.
in a minute, after our closing song, we're going to go out into the foyer, the nashri, for a delicious oneg provided by the B'nai Mitzvah. A few things. Number one is we wanted the class and the congregation thanks the following people, I hope I didn't miss any, who organized tonight's delicious oneg: Bonnie Germain, Sandy Green, Laurie Kellerman, Brooke Pra, and Star Barnbaum, and any others who helped. We thank you. We're going to walk out slowly after the closing song. We have to clear out the chairs first in the foyer to make sure people get out. And there's plenty of food, but we'll go slowly and then come back for seconds. We want to thank Fred Gruber, president or spouse? Spouse Fred Gruber, then, for the beautiful beam of flowers. And we especially want to recognize that none of this would have been possible. None of this would have happened for these 10 incredible people and for a couple of thousand, I think, young people who have come to Torah. If it wasn't for this incredible teacher, patient, profound, a mentor par excellence, who pushes, who prods, who loves, who helps, Diane Townsend. For her, we can clap. And all the thank yous of the B'nai Mitzvah for their family and friends are in this. Make sure you take some time to look at it. Put your prayer books down on your seats, your arms around the people next to you, and we'll sing Hashkivenu. I'll give you the words. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu.
L'shalom.
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 V'ha'amidenu shomreinu.
V'ha'amidenu shomreinu.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Ufros aleinu. Sukkot shlomecha. Ufros aleinu. Sukkot shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings.
Shelter us beneath thy wings.
O Adonai.
Adonai.
Guard us from all harmful things.
Guard us from all harmful things.
O Adonai.
Adonai.
Keep us safe throughout the night.
Keep us safe throughout the
till we wake with morning's light.
Till we wake with morning's
Teach us daily wrong from right.
Teach us daily wrong from right.
O Adonai. Amen. Amen. The Torah isn't passed down the door of a door from generation to generation just because physically we pass it on. It happens because people like these women and men, because your children, and because you make keeping Torah a reality in our lives, a thing day by day. Don't take for granted the gift of Torah. Learn it, study it, read it, make it part of your life, and you will see the light when everybody else only sees the darkness. The choice is yours. Be like the Egyptians with the eyes closed, or be an Israelite. Open your eyes and see.
Diane and our class to walk out of the sanctuary as we say Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. And together we'll say Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. You may leave your prayer books on your seat. Shabbat shalom, everyone.